glad to have you with us from the Dome in Syracuse, New York. Your college football Saturday continues with a great showdown here on EA Sports. It's the Virginia Tech Hokies and the Syracuse Orange. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Lawler, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, checking in with Virginia Tech's head coach pregame. This is a crucial moment in their season. They've got to decide what type of team they are. They're finding ways to lose close games, and they've got to get their first win in conference play. Coach says it's crucial that they get off to a good start here today. He wants focus, communication, and more dominance and physicality at the line of scrimmage. I'll keep you posted on how they look down here from the field level to start the first quarter. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Bringing it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Orange offense will take the field, and they have the first possession of this game. And now here comes Peyton Lewis. He has become a key piece of this offense.
And you got to love this guy's speed. And to me, David, that's the one thing that really separates him from most other running backs in college football. There are so many guys at this level that can make you miss, and they can get in the second level. They can run through tackles, catch the ball, block, all that stuff. This guy, though, has home run breakaway speed. If he gets past your second level, he's out.
And you see defenses take angles on him, and he just outruns them. Like, he's just got that extra gear that's different, that scares you. You can tell people are trying to play so fast to try to catch up. So, number one job for this defense, man, try to make him play in the phone booth, right? Like, don't let him get out in space and get matchups like on a linebacker. Not a good matchup from you. You will lose that one.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to throw, it's Odom. Looking to the big tight end. It's complete. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. There is a man still down. It's a Hokie, and they'll stop play to check on him. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. It's a fumble on the play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And he made the read off the RPO, and he decided to take off, run the football. But, man, you got to take care of that thing. Fumbles the football. The defense gets the ball back.
Takes a handoff. It's Davison. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23. A pickup of 4. You know, when you get off to a tough start in conference play like these guys have, sometimes the temptation is just to try to get through it, play off the string. How can they turn it around?
Well, they just need to put a game together in all 3 phases for 4 quarters, and they haven't been able to do that yet this year, especially, David, when they've gotten an ACC play.
Yeah, and they've struggled. It's not the start they wanted, but what a coach is talking about. Like, when you get some adversity, how are you going to respond? And how do we finish the second half of the season so we can build on it for the future? It's not pretty. It's not fun. But let's finish strong throughout this conference play.
They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going for it. Going to try to get it himself. He got enough, slides, and moves the sticks on 4th and short.
It just must be so nice to be such a good athlete and to realize 4th down, I want to pass the football, nobody open, I got this. I can take off, I trust myself, and he gets the first down. And these are the ones that just frustrate, annoy defenses by 4th down on your own side of the field, and he just took matters into his own hands.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Running inside, it's Davison. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looking left. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on that?
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Odom. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. A strike downfield. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. Syracuse comes to the line on 1st and goal. Trying to run, it's Lewis. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Motion from the wideout. They go right back to their man on 2nd and goal. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And we're seeing a bit of the bend, don't break attitude by the defense now. Obviously, they've given up some plays to allow the offense to get down in this situation. But with their backs against the wall, this is the best we've seen this defense play. They're having none of this running game down on the goal line.
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Hokies offense to start this possession. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Finds his man. It's Hairston. Shakes a man, and he might take off. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. You open a drive like that, and you've got some operating room. It's 1st down from the 38. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And it's not panic time yet for this offense, but last week was a really bad performance. This week, starting off a little bit slow. They got to find some form of rhythm. They got to find some way to get a few 1st downs, get some playmakers involved, because right now they just seem out of sync.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Dropping back, it's Stokes. Got out of trouble and throws. Got his man. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
They pick up the 1st down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping. Put it out in front of me. I'm getting this 1st down.
Yeah, and this offense, man, you got to do a better job blocking. And I tell you what, that's kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high-powered. They haven't really figured out who they are yet. And they still got time. The season's not over yet, but this offense is still in identity mode.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. The Hokies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got a man, it's Reynolds. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Here's the pressure. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on 2nd and long. Great awareness on the scramble.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Here's a heat to the 10. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
On 2nd and goal, they go right back to it. And they stop him again for no gain, and it will be 3rd down.
I think it would be great if this offense leaned on the run game more in the red zone. Leaned on their back, man. Give it to him. Let him do his thing. He hasn't even gotten the end zone yet this season, so love to see him get that opportunity to maybe punch one in.
Touchdown, Hokies! The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. High the chains now on 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lewis. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Orange with a lot of work to do on 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Odom. Under fire. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Handoff from the gun. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Just feeds the running back. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Well, what a nice run. He's showing you his athleticism there. You guys remember back in the day when we were calling a game here and the all-time great Virginia Tech running back Kevin Jones came up to the booth.
Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Pulls it in. It's Moore. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Jet sweep to the receiver. He breaks the tackle. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. That's it for this period, and it's Virginia Tech on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. the running game on first down, now back at it. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Trying to move them on the counter. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And finally, we see a little bit of that, which we talked about coming into this football game. Like, we highlighted him. He's a really good football player. They're going to feature him. He's going to make big plays. Today, the defense has absolutely shut him down. That was actually his longest carry of the day. They're going to need more of that from this offense.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
Throws to the tight end. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Cuse. Makes the grab right along the back of the end zone.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point is good. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. And on that kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. That is their sophomore starting wide receiver. Hope he's just shaken up momentarily. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on it. To throw, it's Stokes. They've got the screen set up. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
You're not going to fool this guy on the running back screen. They're trying to invite him up the field, rushing the passer, but he saw it too soon. He was able to stop in his tracks, locate the running back, get outside, and make a tackle. That is a very heads-up play that time by the DM.
They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Maybe some room here. And the tackle is made, but there has been a flag thrown. That penalty cost them a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. This third down a little longer after that penalty. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. It's caught. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. And the Hokies come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window at the intended.
Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
The Hokies look to keep this drive humming. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Well, man, I mean, you don't get more wide open than that, right? Big fella running down the field, nobody near him. Quarterback puts it on him. Just got to make the catch.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Stokes. Shoots it to the left. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll run play action. On target. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. They'll send the back in motion. Direct snap. It's Johnson. It falls incomplete. How about the trickeration on 1st down that just goes awry? Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The run inside. It's Lewis. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. DB's right up on the receivers. Rushes on him. It's complete to the left. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense, going right down the field in 6 plays, and now set up for 1st and goal.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
Smashes ahead. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Orange. After that, there might be a few extra tackling drills in practice this week.
Listen, when you only got one guy there, it makes it really hard to get to the ground. You need a swarm. Where are my other guys? You got to get 1, 2, 3 more guys to the football to make sure you get them on the ground.
And the extra point was good. You know, they make fun of kickers for not worrying about contact, but that's about as rough as it gets. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Virginia Tech opens this drive as the offense looks ready to go. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Bringing the heat. Trying to set up the screen. 9-yard pickup on the play. Is now 2nd and 1.
When it comes to screen passes, you're just trying to mix them in different situations, and I like it here. First play of the drive on offense, and you're dropping back to pass. You're letting the pass rush get upfield, seeing if you can just get one into the hands of your back, get some blockers downfield. You don't obviously pick up an explosive play, but you get some good yards on that, and you give the opposing defense now something else to think about. You've got these screens in your back pocket, and you're going to use them.
And the Hokies are facing 3rd and inches. To the ground to try to move the chains. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Running game got it done on the last play, and now it's 1st down. This time he wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man. It's Keith. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll pull it down. Gain of right at 7 yards. 2nd and 3 coming.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back. Nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off and get what I can get.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 3rd and short, the power run here. Stop just short of the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and that'll set them up with a first down.
And I think that's exactly what we're going to need to see from this offense, man. Once the field starts to shrink, you get on this side of the field, you're down by 10 points, man. You need to put the ball in the end zone. Like, you're thinking touchdown, not field goal. And they really got to be physical, establish this run game, and do everything they can to get 7 on this drive.
And the Hokies back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Now facing some adversity on this drive after the loss of 4 at 2nd and 14. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Gonna run it. It's Davison. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop. Ball's at the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. He is stopped right at the 21-yard line, and now it'll be fourth down and decision time. The Orange calling for a timeout. It's their first. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on fourth down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. Right down the boulevard. It's good. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. He'll throw it. Makes the grab over the middle. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. Syracuse right back at it.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200.
Makes the catch, and he's free. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. The Orange, after the big pass play, might just throw it again. Sends it back in motion. To the air. It's Odom. Makes the catch. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Running inside. It's Lewis. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Oh, they're after him. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Here comes the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. Clock stops as Virginia Tech calls its first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Under fire. Tight end finds a soft spot. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down. Virginia Tech wants to take a moment. They call their second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Wants to go right back downfield. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. This will likely be the last play of the half. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. We start with a look in on BYU taking on the Kansas Jayhawks. And it's the Cougars trying to stay perfect as they eye a 5th straight win. It's been a dream start to the season, and really this game here today as well. Time to find out if they can finish the job. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back over to your game inside the Dome. This team is on top right now thanks in large part to the play of that burner on the outside. It's like he has glue on his hands, catching every ball that comes his way, and he's helped build this halftime advantage. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the Dome in lovely central New York.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Syracuse has it teed up, ready to kick off and start this second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early. Turning it on! Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front to go get positive yardage.
Give to the running back. There's a little room there. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
First down here for the offense. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Oh, big fella almost had a pick right there. Instead, it falls incomplete. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Great awareness by this defense to know where the first down line was and stop him just a little bit short. Big 4th down decision coming.
And I think one thing people don't take into account is not all 4th downs are created equal. Like right now.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Trying to keep the drive alive. He's barely going to make it back to the line of scrimmage, and he'll be stopped short on 4th down. Seven-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3. Syracuse might take a shot here on 2nd and short. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
This quarterback has to know he's got to get rid of the football quickly. This defense has already shown on film that they'll rush this outside linebacker off the edge and make the count 5 on their pass rush, but with his speed and his flexibility, he's too much for a lot of these offensive linemen to handle.
Pocket breaking down. Hit as he throws. Complete to the left. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Run in the red zone, it's Lewis. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
Syracuse comes to the line on 1st and goal. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming.
Touchdown, Syracuse! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you scored. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
Offside for the defense.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Hokies offense to start this possession. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great.
Breaks into the open. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to throw. It's Stokes. Trying to make magic with his feet. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the 1st down on a 2nd and long.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
He'll try to do it himself. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle.
27, Virginia Tech, 17.
And he's coming out of the... And he pumps it up inside the 20. Corralled by the kicking team.
Kick returners usually have to have that home run ability. The ability to take it to the house 100-plus yards. But it's also a tough skill because you've got all these guys flying down the field so fast, and sometimes you get a big hit and ball security becomes an issue.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Trying to bull his way in. Touchdown, Hokies. The offense cashing it in on that drive.
And, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
The returner will field it and try to... And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them, so a nice job.
There he goes.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They give it to him again. He's got enough to give Syracuse the first down. There is a man still down. It's a Hokie, and they'll stop play to check on him. That is their senior defensive end, and they can ill afford to lose him for a long period of time. Holly Rowe will check in on his condition. Off play action on first down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack.
Back to throw, it's Odom. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
Got his man on the right. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. Syracuse will send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. He's going to run it. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down.
And, man, does he keep you honest. Just a guy that can run the football, that can make plays with his legs. You've seen it throughout the day. Listen, this wasn't a big play, but it can be death by 1,000 cuts. He just continues to scramble, make plays, make you defend his feet for a whole game.
Brings up second down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Scanning the field, it's Stokes. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack.
Maybe a crease. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. While they have a look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. The Hokies are moving quickly down the field. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. On third and short, they'll ride the running back here. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. And the Hokies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Now third and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Trying play action. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that's going to give us a tie ball game.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick. Job.
Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. There is a man still down. It's a Hokie, and they'll stop play to check on him. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Keeps it on first down. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to throw, it's Odom. Fires to the tight end. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today rank, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. Can't wait to see how this fourth quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. Final stanza of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Now the play fake. Grabbed in the middle, it's Russell. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Bought a little time, lets it go. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
And that's why quarterbacks take their offensive lines out for all-you-can-eat wings. Clean pocket, able to step up, scan the entire field, and pick the open receiver.
He's looking to throw on third and short. Snags it. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1.
I like the aggressive play call there on offense. You're taking a shot on third and short, and maybe what you're thinking is, even if this is incomplete, we're going to stay on the field and we're going to...
Touchdown, Cuse! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
That's a huge score for this offense, and as a head coach, you love to see your team respond. Obviously, your defense gives up a field goal on the last possession to tie the game. Offense doesn't even flinch. You come out on the field, you execute, you march it down the field, score a touchdown, and you punctuate that drive, retaking the lead and putting all of the pressure back on your opponent.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Here he comes from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. To the air, it's Stokes. Pressure coming. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the fourth quarter, they're going to need it.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? He's got it again. They're going to mark him down, and where that spot is looks as if it's going to be just a hair short of the first down. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. They'll run for it. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And 4th and inches for me is a green light anywhere on the field. I'm going to run the football. I'm going to be physical. I'm going to go to my play. I know I can get it. I like the play call on 4th and inches to go for it.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Now adjusting. Trying to escape and get it himself. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. Gets away from one. He's got space. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Stokes. They're working that left side. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They're testing the right side here. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter, because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And after the pick, there is an injured player who's still on the field. They'll go to the counter play. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
Finds his man. It's Russell. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, They trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
There's a crease. At the 30. He's at the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Orange. They push out this lead in the fourth quarter, and it might be enough to give them that elusive second win of the season.
Yeah, that's a nice job by this offense. Nice job putting a drive together late. This might seal this football game. And nice response. It's nice to be home, isn't it? Come back to the home crowd after you've lost a couple games. Get some mojo going back in your way.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Looking downfield, it's Stokes. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback, rally to the football, gang tackle, and you're going to win this game.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. He'll pull it down and run. They stop him after a pickup of 9, but he moves the chains, and it'll be first down on the other side of the 2-minute timeout. The Hokies come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. It's Craver. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. There's the pressure. Trying to buy time. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Here's a heat. Gain of 9 on that one. 3rd down and short. He needs a yard. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. They'll try to get the first through the air. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing. We're in the second half, but we saw them.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down. I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Trying to get it to the marker. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Hokies pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Looking to throw, it's Stokes. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
I'm sure these guys on offense dreamed of this situation. Big stage, time winding down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Clock stops as Virginia Tech calls its first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. All down at the 31-yard line, and that's where this offense will go to work. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. The run inside. It's Miller. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. you're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse